So next one is bottom-up approach. Bottom-up approach means once identified the solution from nature, finding problems. So this is called bottom-up approach. Here you can see we all know that shark is one of the topest predator in ocean. Why? Because of its speed. Researchers study the microstructure of the skin. From that, what they understood is all because of these type of microstructure only it's moving that much fast. It reduces drag. So what they did is they come up with a swimsuit. So that will reduce a drag. So swimmers can swim faster, even more faster by wearing that type of swimsuit. So once they find some solution in nature, they identify the problem. So this is called bottom up approach. Here in this research I am using top down design approach, and this is behavior level. That means inspired by the behavior of an organisms. So like we come across a lot of optimization techniques starting from ant colony optimization, particle swarm optimization inspired by birds, genetic algorithm also, biomimicry, and then cuckoo search methodology. Like that there are various optimization techniques inspired by nature. All are behavior level. So in this research I developed one optimization technique, own optimization technique by behavior level. So top down is a design approach, and this is called a biomimicry design spiral. It starts from here. So first I define the problem, and then I biologize the same problem, and then I need to find the biological solution over here. After finding that solution I need to again redefine to a engineering term, and then I need to replicate that. Finally I need to test that. So this is a top down design approach, biomimicry spiral. So first I need to design the problem definition, right? I already told that FDM components are very weak, all because of its poor mechanical properties and strength. So that most of the time these FDM components are used as prototypes only. So if we are trying to use as a functional component, definitely it will break. And here you notice that most of the time these FDM components are failed at joints. So this is our problem. So I need to solve the problem, right? And the reason behind this is unidirectional. We all know that FDM is a process of adding layer of material one over another. By printing multiple layer of material, we can create three-dimensional object. Here the problem is if any one layer bond is weaker, means definitely the layer will come out, the layer will peel off easily if we apply load. So that's what the problem we are facing. So we need to find biological. I need to turn this problem into a biological term. So redefining that problem in biological term, how nature withstand loads. It starts from small plants to trees. Let us take some tree. They are having a lot of joints, branches, right? All are joints. They withstand the loads. Even they withstand the heavy winds in any direction, and they withstand snow. They withstand fruits load also, right? So plants have an ability to withstand loads at joints. Similarly, we can see such type of thing in animals also. Animals, bones, skulls also. Not only in land animals, even in marine animals also we can see such type of nature. They withstand high loads. Similarly, you can see that in shells also. Oh, so this is how I redefine the problem. So definitely nature will solve these type of problem. They will especially at joints, they will withstand loads. Search for biological solution. Once I redefine the problem, I am searching for the solution. Branches, tree branches solve these type of problems. How means by three-dimensional interlocked fibers. So if we look at this joints, this is called bifurcation. This is called bifurcation. Here the fibers are three-dimensionally interlocked with one another. That's why these branches are very strong. It's very difficult to break the bifurcation zone, all because of the three-dimensional interlock structure. So what I understood is, by Using 3D interlock structure, we can enhance the strength of FDM components. That's the solution. And then I also search such type of problem in animals. So animal skulls, not only animal skull, even human skulls need to withstand high loads and high impact to protect the brain. Why? Because brain is the most important part of all the living organism. So we can see spline type sutures in our skulls. So these type of suture joints withstand high impact loads. So from this also I understood that sutures gives suture will give high better mechanical properties to FDM components. And then I go for a suture selection here. There are various types of suture, but I go for a spline suture first. This is called spline suture interface. These creatures are called ammonites. These live nearly 65 million years ago. Now it is extinct. They need to protect themselves from other predators, as well as they need to withstand the water pressure. These creatures are marine creatures. So these creatures can compare to marine creatures found in recent days, such as octopus, squids, cuttlefishes, etc. They need to protect themselves, right? They are so soft, so that they develop shell through evolution process. And through evolution process, we can notice that the spline sutures above the shells. These spline sutures enhance the strength of ammonite shells. So researchers conclude that spline sutures will enhance the strength of ammonite shells. So that I took spline suture interface from ammonites. Similarly, triangular suture interface was inspired from marine stickleback fishes. These are called three-spine marine stickleback fishes with armors. You can see that they need to protect themselves from other predators, as well as they need to withstand the water pressure. So they come up with this type of evolution. And you noticed here the pelvic girdle. This is called pelvic girdle. Here you can see that when predator comes, it will open these two spines and these spines also. What happened? It's very difficult to swallow the stickleback fishes by the predators. So here you can see these are pelvic girdle with two pelvic spines. These two pelvic girdles are joined by triangular suture interface. This enhances the stiffness and load withstanding capacity. So I took triangular suture interface from here. And then the third interface, that is rectangular suture interface. Diatoms also a marine organism. It's a micro marine organism living in ocean water. They also need to withstand the water pressure, as well as they need to protect themselves from predators, right? So they come up with geometric shapes like trapezoidal, rectangular, and anti-trapezoidal structure. So I took a trapezoidal rectangular suture from this diatoms. And moreover, I took all these suture interface from marine creatures only. This is also marine creature, and this is also marine creature, and this is also marine creature, and this is also marine creature. Why? Because they need to withstand continuously the pressure of water. So that's why I took all the suture interface from marine creatures itself. And then abstraction from biological model. Here, how I abstract is 3D interlock structure from trees and the suture interfaces from ammonites, stickleback fishes, and diatoms. So I combined all these things to develop a joint that will withstand high load. So that's the abstraction from the biological solution.